The real teaching, not the what they have for visitors.
Yeah, genuine.
You go,
love.
look, I want to talk about. I'm not here for the beauty part. I'm here about the passion part. And they go, oh, they start to lead you to one, and you go, no, 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 no. I need to talk to like the head priestess here about not being in my head. And as you kind of like keep telling people, and you end up in a room with a kind-looking older man with a pair of half-bifocals sitting in a chair. And he gestures for you to lay out on a couch. And felt like you have a therapy session where you get into a lot of the trauma about your family and some of the things that have happened. How much do you open up to this person?
I honestly definitely put temples a lot farther ahead of other people, so probably entirely all the way to the degree of like not telling other people's secrets, but to the degree of like when I first kind of felt that spark for Azaka, seeing her in battle as she is in her entirety with no secrets, and just kind of like that thump of love and then everything that we had, but then what I saw foolishly is trying to protect her from my family, which obviously mentioning bringing her back and all, but like the failure to protect her is like the biggest thing, and then also failing her as what was aiming to be a proper boyfriend, maybe future husband.
Okay. I think you get a lot of good advice, but the most important thing that they tell you is that it seems like she wants to work on herself, and you need to take this opportunity to do the same. You have some time now to try and become the person that you want to be, and to recognize that change comes in many different forms. And the best way to change is to heal. I would imagine you probably spend a good deal of time, probably several hours in this room talking to this priest.
Very much so.
Velthik gets behavioral therapy.
I mean, he needs it after all the secrets he's kept.
Nobody denies that.
Yeah.
Nobody denies this man.
It's time on a night on the town before your next big adventure. What do? Therapy.
I get my shit in order.
Hey, that's a different man than started this campaign. He would have been out there right next to fucking Rookvar chugging him down.
Oh, love does things to people.
Anything else for this evening? Perhaps your last evening in town. We have Pamper herself, Elf.
Yes. Solani would like to find a reputable house of pleasure that goes through all the work and just have a very nice, lovely evening before she has to go trekking through a jungle.
Part of me is very amused if, like, I come out of therapy and she's walking into the other house.
Oh no, I didn't come to Material Plane to be judged by denizens of the Material Plane. I'm more than willing to pay for my pleasure.
Oh, God.
Everybody's going to fuck.
Everybody's going to the whorehouse.
Well, we're about to spend however long in the jungle.
Yeah.
We gonna need some release.
This is so different from the Monday game. Everybody's like, we might die, so I want to fuck, and they go to the other party members. This game is like, we might die, so I'm gonna fuck, so they all go to different whorehouses that you all call in advance, so none of you accidentally see each other naked, because that would be gross.
Yeah,
They're like my brothers and
fucking
sisters.
seen
I don't want
that
to
anyway.
fuck you. Yeah.
Me and Georgie are hanging. That's what we're doing. We're vibing.
You're just gonna admit that out loud? You just wanna say
No.
that?
Georgie.
Damn.
Georgie's my best friend.
Homie?
The thing I built.
So how much for a very upscale pleasure house that also does any other pampering services, how much would that put me back?
I mean, I'll say you can just keep kind of adding things. It's like an ice cream sundae bar. There are a lot of options that you can pick to add on. High scale probably starts around 100, or probably around like 70 GP a night. Like expensive but affordable, around the same as like a magical item, a magical experience.
But of course.
Yes.
Alright, I'm willing. I'd be willing to drop $80 on this night just to come out fully refreshed for the morning.
Grakthar probably drops 110 just because he overpays.
He goes to the worst, lowest, rattiest hole in the wall.
No, he's got some standards. I don't want
Okay.
to catch anything.
Again, anything else?
I think the difference is you're going to the horror house. I'm going to a house of pleasure. There's a difference.
I guess you would, if you're going to the House of Pleasure, then you're making your way to the Temple of Soon.
Well, I'm sorry, not the house of pleasure. Just
Oh, okay.
not
Alright, okay.
not specifically a horror house. Like a house where I can have fun and also get pampered.
Okay. Do
Those
you
sound
do you
same
find
thing.
do you find your way into Kaya's House of Repose and learn about the volcano rock massage, perhaps, with optional happy ending?
Oh my god.
I mean, that just sounds delightful.
Hmm.
Honestly, the massage.
What was that? What was the save to not be destroyed by that?
I think it was con for
Oh,
it to
fuck.
not be way too hot.
Remember Brookvar coming down, fucking piping.
I kind of want to try it just because I know Rookvar failed, and it'd be hilarious if Rookvar failed and suddenly just like, I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
He looked awesome with his
Yep.
scarf and his
Con-
smoldering body.
A con save or a con check?
Save.
No! I'm using my favorite roll of the day.
Okay. Okay. You also, similar to Brookvar, you managed to grit your teeth and hold it together as this very hot. It's not ineffective, but it is painfully hot in the way like a really hot shower is. Like it feels like your skin is like blistering off, even though it's just like red and warming it. And after you get up from the table, your arms and legs are shaky in that way that like you are left after a good massage. You still receive all the benefits, but it was a little bit rough to get there. The thing that is quite hot. The people of this town are a little bit insane when it comes to heat.
Alright, I'm still able to move though and get it off, and go about my business. So yes,
Yeah, absolutely, and you can
I beat
still go
Rookvar
about the
then.
rest of your night. Absolutely.
I beat Rookvar.
Good shit. Well, that
Good shit.
scumbag abandoned his party and is the worst, and we hate him. So, yeah, Dan.
He's a scumbag. Left a jar of mayo to
Uh,
a robot buddy.
I love Rookvar. He's my favorite.
You heard it here first, folks. Rookvar favorite #1.
I mean, it's acceptable. I still love when Brookvar is looking at it like, when the fuck did you become a super saiyan?
Exactly. Well, you were a powerful caster, but you weren't like a god level caster when you left. Now you're flying around shooting Kamehameha beams at people.
Listen, just because I finally used all my attack spells doesn't mean anything.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I think you've mostly, not that you would notice, but I think you've mostly scared him off of working for your family. So there's that.
After that reception, yeah, I would hope
Yeah.
so. Didn't help that they just killed Azaka either.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what Sonny's doing. He'll drop 80 gold on having a lovely night.
I forgot how much fucking money Mel rolled. Okay.
It's good stuff.
She got max money. Grimka, you were also about to speak up. Tell me about your night.
I would imagine Grumka's not going to a whorehouse.
Shame.
Probably doing a little bit more research on maybe some things she might be able to find for her second Georgie design. Things that might be available in town or like in the area of the jungle that we're going to. So if there's like any sort of like records for like adventuring records or like myths and things like that in the area where it's maybe there's like certain relics and things like that.
Sure. Why don't you give me an investigation? So you head to the local like library and thing, like that.
She's like her head is full of like dreams and designs for Georgie stuff.
Chegatron 5000.
The most pertinent thing that you find is that recently there was a new submission to the library, a personal account of a wizard who traveled Chult, accompanied by a large mechanical shield guardian. The recorded document states that this notebook was gifted to the library by one of the merchant princes who is still in possession of the self-same mechanical creation.
Oh my god, fucking I forgot his name.
May or may
Tinder.
not. Yeah, may or may
Tinder,
not have been
yeah.
the personal delivery service of that one.
Yeah, with a 13, that's the most pertinent thing that you find as far as arcane, artificing, mechanical creations, that sort of thing.
At least that's like known and recorded.
Yes.
Okay. Fuck. I can't get it anymore. Someone already has.
Okay. You could absolutely take time to study it.
Yeah,
For the
I
rest
think
of
I
the
would
night
take time to
after hearing
study if
that.
there's like schematics of the design or anything like that. Maybe.
You could talk to the person who's in charge of its upkeep, Sprocket.
Yeah, I would do that if I could
Okay.
find them. I don't know where.
Yeah. I mean, probably just in the forge all night.
And true, I go there and talk about the design if he knows anything about it. Or
It's very human.
Okay. Now we've talked about everybody else, I would love to ask the beautiful Helena what she has been up to. You and I had just talked about the things that you bought. You spent almost all your money on healing potions. Fuck yeah. We love
wise move.
that. Cosplaying
Healing.
Soldier 76 in D&D by playing a human fighter with healing potions. This evening, what sort of things would you like to do around town? As the least experienced person with Port Nyanzaru, let me give you a little bit of a taste of the sort of locations. There is everything from, like, refuse pits and the beggars' palaces outside of the city, to the Golden Throne, which is where audiences can meet with the merchant princes. There are the merchant princes' villas where you all met and took the job. The Grand Souk, one of the many markets. The Red Bazaar, another. There are temples to all three of Savras, Gond, and Soon. There's a jewel market. There's a large harbor with quite a few different things in it, including warehouses and dry docks. There is further markets, including a fish market. The Grand Coliseum is also there. There are public bathhouses and large dye works areas, as well as like a huge area to the southeast of the city, where there are quite a few dinosaur pens, and even a Temple of Timora.
I think
And,
that
as
she-
discussed, whorehouses.
she wouldn't be there. Certainly not there. She would be at a temple, most likely praying.
Okay.
Taking time to meditate and pray for the journey that's gonna start tomorrow.
Okay. What god do you think you would be drawn to most?
Can I have a small description?
Sure. Sure. Soon is the goddess of beauty and passion. Savras is the god of foresight and knowledge. He's also one of the patron gods of wizards. The temple of Gond. Gond is the patron of crafters, smithing, and inventiveness. And the temple of Timora represents Timora, who is... let me remind myself. Timora is the goddess of good luck. So someone who is very lucky might have quite a bit of reverence to Timora.
You said it was. Can you tell me the names one more time?
Gond, Savras, Soon, and Timora.
Savras? How do you spell that?
S-A-V-A... S-A-V-R-A-S.
Savras.
Savras.
Sabras. Okay. Probably.
Savras.
And that one's foresight and.
Divination.
Divination, wizards, fortune tellers. Symbol is a monstrous eye or a crystal ball filled with eyes looking outwards.
And then right now I'm kind of tied between Soon and Sabras.
Whichever you would like.
We need a job fair set up where all these clerics are just lined up to talk about their gods with pamphlets.
Okay.
Let me tell you about Sune. She likes pretty people.
Would you guys consider my character pretty?
Why don't you describe your character? I don't think you got a chance to do that last session.
I did not. She is a very lean young lady. She is 24-ish, 25 between her, and she comes from. So my lore's still kind of shaky, guys, though. But she comes from a wealthy family. She had a lot of opportunity to train, and other than that, I would say that she's maybe like 5'5". She's a bit average in height, I guess, a little short, probably shorter than the rest of you guys, other than the goblin.
Other than
Other than a short
King.
king.
Other than
Yeah.
Short
Short
King
King grass.
and Goblin.
I was like,
Oh.
there's no
You're about like 5'7", maybe.
Yeah.
Just
So
a
she's-
little taller than our Short King.
Yeah, she's a little taller. She has short brown, almost chocolatey color, like milk chocolate color hair. And at the ends, it's kind of like it's straight, but it gets like a little wavy towards the end. She has like silvery, kind of like silvery platinum colored eyes. It's like a dark grayish, maybe like that. And she wields a longsword and a shield. She's an Eldritch Knight, and I think that's it. Her name is Helena. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay. So you start making your way down the bridge to the Temple of Soon, all the way out here in the water. This massive building, when seen from a distance, looks almost like it's floating in midair because of the massive mirrors that ring the outside of the first floor. As you make your way up, you can hear laughter and giggling from inside the massive doors, which you can knock upon at your whim.
Yeah. She would give a firm no.
Alright, the doors crack open and a pair of faces look out at you. Yes, what's your business here with the temple?
She would. Oh yeah, sorry.
And I need you to make a charisma check, straight
Oh
up
my
and down
goodness.
charisma check as they look at you up and down.
Charisma check. Yes, I should know where this is at.
It's one of your 6
Six?
big skills, yeah.
Wait, a save or?
No, it's a check, not a save, and make sure you unwhisper.
Yeah, flat
Oh,
charisma.
okay. So how do I do that?
You
Hold
click
on.
public at the top of your sheet.
Oh, for the ones you want to click
Oh,
the word
here.
charisma. Yeah.
Yeah, is it this one?
Yeah. Oh my
There
God!
we
You
go.
got 2. So I didn't want to say
Wow.
anything. She got a nat 20 on the whispered save as well.
That's awesome.
What the fuck, really?
Yeah.
So
It was meant to be.
they will welcome you as one of their own. They go, "Oh, are you a follower of Soon?" And they open the door wide, and you see what looks like sort of just like an endless sleepover, sort of. Makeup parties and hair braiding trains and massages and private rooms ring the first floor, which is basically just a complete open concept space filled with conversation pits.
This is what they do. That this is what the followers of Soon do.
Of the followers of the goddess of beauty and passion? Yup.
Yes, of course that's what they do.
I'll
Without-
switch. I'll switch.
Without picking a whorehouse,
No,
you pick
yeah.
one temple closest to a whore.
Hey,
What
no one said
about-
you had to be practiced.
Well, I mean, like that's
How
true. but
how
she-
can we help you,
Oh, God.
sister of Soon?
I just wanted to come and pray.
Of course. Would you like a private room or to be shown to the chapel?
The chapel, please.
Excellent. If you'll follow us this way, they'll lead you out to like a side out room, which is a perfect half sphere that is built onto the side of the main temple. It's a very grand room, colored in the yellows and pinks of a sunset over the water, and it actually has huge windows on one side that look out over the water to be able to see where the sunset it would be. And it's a much more quiet and reserved space that is dominated in the center by a gigantic statue of Soon.
As soon as they're like getting towards said place, she would turn and tell the person that's leading her there that she'll walk.
Of
She
course.
likes to be alone and yeah.
May the Lady of Fire grant you what you seek.
And
Bows
she
her head, walks away.
would, she would go and find a spot to have a seat and just begin to talk and to Soon, Lady Soon,
Mm.
and pretty
Yeah.
much just meditate. Yeah.
Okay. If you're interested, I will tell you that Soon is a greater goddess of beauty and passion. One of her names is Lady Firehair. Another is Lady of Love. And she represents beauty in all its forms, whether it be sight, sound, smells, taste, feelings, or the experiencing of pleasure. All were aspects of her domain. She also included the more negative aspects of obsession, murders, passions, and the tragedies that can be born from love, but also deeper connections, matches destined and forbidden, as well as the transformation of ugliness into beauty. I think these things and more all pass through your mind. Is there anything specific that you pray for?
No, other than just like, I guess like, good health, for herself and her companions. No, that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. One at a time, you all split off, handling your different businesses, and eventually, at very different times for all of you, find your way to sleep. Some of you making it back to the villa, some of you staying where you were for the night. you are all gathering at the Merchant Prince's Villa in the morning for breakfast when there is a loud rapping on the door. And one of the guards will come over, open it, and after speaking through the door for a few moments, walk back in, followed by Istik. Istik still looks like she has been at the Temple of Soon for probably 2 or 3 days at this point. She looks fantastic. Hair and makeup impeccable, dress and clothing completely amazing. But she does have quite a few lipstick marks that cover her scales that were not cleaned off, probably purposefully. And she'll plant her hands on her shoulder, on her hips, and look at all of you around the breakfast table. So we're leaving this goddamn port. I got places to be and a worried-looking Leonin that won't stop asking me when we're gonna leave.
Yes, we are leaving today.
God, finally.
You look relaxed. Probably the most ever.
I don't know what you mean.
Grakthar waggles an eyebrow.
I'm ready to go whenever anyone else is. Let's be on our way.
Very well. You all can make your way to the Sweet Adeline.
Ba, ba, ba.
Every bar goes
That's in my head
there.
now.
It starts.
It's been stuck in my head ever since I first saw the name.
Alrighty. I will take you to the player's map of Chult. Y'all remember this motherfucker that you used to stare at for hours and hours?
Yeah.
Wow!
I love how we've traveled literally down this path and nothing else, and this all took us 3 fucking months.
I love that we spent like 2 years on this map and it's still so filled up with hexagons.
It's time to go and purge.
Yeah, so
we find a
where on this map are we? Where on this map are we going exactly?
Well, she'll point towards the south of the map. The Bakumura is the area between the Sky Lizard Mountains and the Samarak Mountains, containing and including the Valley of Dread.
It sounds lovely.
I have a map of my own, if you would like to see it.
Would be appreciated.
You can see these are, and she'll point here, the Samarak Mountains. This mouth here is where, well, that's the last place they were seen. As far as I was able to tell, they were near Kaibo village, which is just inside of the mouth of that fell place.
Yes. Does the Valley of Dread live up to its name?
God, I hope not.
It was one of the places with far higher concentrations of undead, but to my knowledge, many of the tribes in that area have grown quite strong and driven much of the undead out. I fear we'll have more trouble with the locals than endless hordes of zombies.
Locals love Grakthar.
What if we have trouble with the locals and endless hordes of zombies?
I'll assume that will be happening. Not to be on the negative side, but I have not run into anything that is welcome us without a cost.
Right. So, speaking after the guy who fought, God knows how much, dead things in this jungle, are we sure we want to go through the one place that sounds like the worst thing to do? Or are we just...
You mean the one place that we can go and there's not many other options?
Oh. Yeah.
My first vacation spot, but if that's where the job calls us to go,
Yeah.
It'll
I like...
be about a 2.5-day journey, says Istik, looking over the map. If you want us to drop you right at the mouth, as it were.
suppose if that's where this individual was last seen.
The closest we can get is gonna be better for us.
I should be clear. This is a pair of people that we're after.
Right.
Just Dragonbait or just Artus is not something I would look forward to saving. They are both
No, but
important.
if we find one would hope that they can help us find the other, and they would have the most up-to-date intel on the other one.
Looking at this map, do we need the canoes?
That's a
Does
good
not look
question.
like it.
Yes. So well, I mean, I suppose we'll have to go and make the trip back without an airship. So I suppose we'll need the canoes then.
Okay.
Unless we think we'll find another airship to pick us up along the way. I doubt that will be likely.
You're quite capable with magic. Can you send them to a pocket dimension or something?
No. Not at the moment. Perhaps in the future, if I find a spell such like that, I can, but not at the moment.
Very well. I'll set the course. You all have fun on the ship, I suppose. Let me know what you guys would like to do on the boat. As Istik will leave the 6 of you to chill and hang.
Does this boat have like a lounge or a study, library area, or like a library room of any kind? Or just
Not
like a
really.
sitting room, like a study sitting room?
The your room would probably be the best for that, other than the sort of general mess, which is quiet during most in between meal times. That would be the only other place with tables.
All right. I would probably then be in my room reading a book I picked up in Port Nyanjaro until Grakthar would like a sparring partner.
All right. We will pass the days fairly quickly, unless there are things that you guys would specifically like to do. This is just a me thing. I think we've done enough travel segments in this game.
That's fine.
Don't worry, I remember.
Val, I'm really sorry to deprive you of the hex-based hex crawl system, but it was kind of fucking brutal.
Lots of traveling.
To continuously do, yeah.
Everyone's fantasy of traveling over large distances.
Yeah.
5 minutes.
I was about to
Alright.
equate it to the vote section in Monday game, but I forgot that you weren't there for that either.
Mhm.
That was fucking torture, dude.
Oh, the boat section.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember listening and falling asleep a couple times.
As uh yeah, as you set out on the first day, you actually do sail past a flock of plesiosaurs that seem perturbed by the presence of your boat and quickly flap in a different direction as you draw alongside them. But you do actually have 3 beautiful days of sun to enjoy as you sail from Port Nyanzaru to the Sanarak Mountains. The most interesting thing, the thing of most note, is that at the end of the second day, day 117 of travel, you would actually be able to look out and see not more than 30 miles to your west the heart of Ooptau, which has drifted considerably. And if I take you guys back, well, I don't need to take you guys back to the map, but it has moved and is much closer to where Nangalore uh, is now.
Hey, you remember when we met that witch there and she gave us a quest to meet her apprentice in Port Nyanzara and we never did it?
Black Rental.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys found out via Yamik that she works for the Red Wizards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that was ages after we left Port
Yes.
Nyanzara.
Yes.
Very glad we didn't assist in that situation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
now
that
you've
poo-poo
just...
though is still cool to me.
Rip Yamik.
Garpiamic.
No one will ever know what he told us because he's now forever obliterated.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. The only other thing that will come of this is at one point Masika is going to pull you aside, Velthek. A quiet moment just between the two of you, away from prying ears. She will reveal to you that she learned of Arctus's location not from information gained from another person, but from visions that she has been having in her dreams. They've been becoming more and more frequent, one every few days. And each time she has the vision, she also regains some of her lost memories.
Seems Salver smiles on you a little bit.
Just don't tell the others. I don't trust them enough for them to not look at me differently.
Trust. Yeah, I fully understand that needing to be earned right now. Is there anything that stands out most to you from these visions?
The mist seems to cover my eyes whenever I see. It is obscuring in more than mundane ways.
Maybe something greater is trying to block that.
Maybe.
The people you mentioned being stronger out here. Is there any particular gods heard of growing in power? Ones that might block out divinity?
I had never heard of anything that could steal souls. I don't have knowledge I once had. I barely know who I am. When you met me, I was going by a fake name because I did not even want to give that up.
Names have power. You both know that.
Yes, we do. We shall be careful, both of us, yes?
Till we know everything we can. caution is always going to be key, especially around this.
Agreed. Alrighty. You guys continue your journey, and eventually, after a bit of scouting, around the area, this is where you will be landing on the map. Due to be the advantage of an airship and scouting around to find this location, I have revealed all of the tokens currently touching your party. The rope ladder is let down, and you all stand atop the deck of the Sweet Adeline, with, Istik there to see you off. Smell you later, fuckos.
And goodbye. That's rude.
Sis.
Grakthar likes you.
I'll be sure to keep in touch wherever you decide to set up for the future. And if,
Same to you. Don't think I won't find you.
I think you'd find me easier than I find you.
That's the goal.
Thanks for the ride.
If Mima becomes an issue.
You're very welcome. First taste is free. Tell your friends.
As I was saying, if Mima becomes an issue, you know I'll be there.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to kill the old bat at some point, huh?
You know she's not going to take this sitting down.
Yeah, well, I don't have a joke for that one.
Maybe she said stand up.
Points for trying.
I was waiting. I just thought one of you was gonna do it.
Anyone else want to riff on our dead grandmother?
Well, she's not dead yet.
What about you? Make a joke about killing our grandmother, and she points at Helena.
She would just look away and continue walking, ignoring.
Absolutely.
I feel like the joke would better if actually know who your grandmother was. We just met you like a few days ago.
Right.
Yeah.
These are the ones you're going in the jungle with? I mean, the other ones weren't great, but Jesus.
I mean, shit, the way you're talking.
We
it's
can
like-
hear you.
I know, right? We're right here. You're not exactly being quiet.
Am I supposed to be quiet?
Honesty is always the best cup of tea. Let's drink
wouldn't-
up.
I wouldn't wish anyone death or think of anyone dying.
Well, some people
Man.
could use a bit of stabbing once in a while.
Yeah, I can't say I'm a stranger to hitting people with this hammer. It's not for show.
But it depends on who it is.
True.
Suppose.
How bad is your grandma that you want her dead?
I mean, after this job, I will be looking for new work. If you need someone to kill your grandma, by all means.
What happened to your parents? Like, how do they feel about that?
They're dead.
Oh, did you?
I have a feeling.
Well, they
you
might
killed
not
them.
still. They might not still be.
Last I
What do
knew.
you mean? Oh, because of the whole
The
curse
death
thing.
pass.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That'll do it.
Nate, could I make a history to know, like, if we learn Veltic's last name to see if I know the
Sure.
that family?
Sure.
Alright.
Do you have any like association with the followers of Tiamat or anything?
No, but I am just. I believe since I've been to Tier where I probably would just learn as much as I can, just trying to be a scholar. I imagine Tiamat is a pretty big deal around.
Oh,
these parts,
absolutely.
even in the Feywild.
Yeah, absolutely. I just wanted to see if I could give you advantage.
No, no, just I can't imagine my studies would give me advantage. Just general, just musings if they made the newspaper at any point.
Okay.
fuck.
Not
Not really
probably
enough to
not
say.
by name. Not enough to recognize it just by name. You like with the top. I
That's
want to give you some kind of minor success, but that was a 3 plus 9. Grakthar, you've heard the name Drazaros before. You remember hearing about a well-renowned fighter actually going by the name of Drazaros.
Well, he's dead.
Mm,
So did you guys kill your parents?
All the cool kids are doing it.
Are they?
Get off my boat.
My parents died in the bomb.
if you really have to know, I killed my brother, sister, as well as my mother.
Like with your own hands, or like?
My brother with my own hands, because fuck that bastard.
Oh, no, okay.
Nate, had I heard of the grandfather of the barbarian?
You don't know what the name of the person who was fighting was, and it was some time
Okay.
ago. Elven lives are long, being longer and whatnot.
Mm.
Right.
Could either be the brother, the grandfather, or possibly even the father.
I am 300
Or
years
the mom.
old, so, you know.
Yeah, it could have been quite a few people. I'll say you recognize the name definitely with the 17.
I hold at least one of the canoes as I'm climbing down the ladder.
Oh Jesus, okay. All right. You make your way down into the jungles of Chult. It is hot. It is muggy. It is uncomfortable. Immediately, bugs begin to swarm towards and around you all. You're individually surrounded by
For
your...
the first bug dab.
Yeah.
I probably
Same.
would have dabbed up before even going down.
Okay.
I try
Yeah.
and swat them with my hammer.
It is not exceptionally effective.
Hey, watch out where you're swinging that thing. I'm small, but you're gonna swing low and hit me.
He's gonna knock somebody out.
Good thing my
Does the bug dab
mostly covered.
drive off the bugs, or does it just keep them from biting you?
Both. A little bit of both. It essentially
Alright.
significantly limits their interest in you, like regular bug spray.
Okay. Then yeah, I will definitely be putting on the bug dab because I do not want to deal with goddamn killer jungle mosquitoes.
Okay. And some of you guys bought rain catchers, and one of you has a jug, right? Felthic's got the jug.
A rain catcher.
I'm pretty sure Sprocket has the jug.
Oh, Sprocket kept the jug. Okay,
I
so
thought
you
I
guys
gave
don't.
it to Velthek.
Did you?
I
thought that
remember-
happened as well.
I remember
Oh, yeah,
him
that's
giving
right.
it
Shit,
away.
I forgot to mark that down then. Hold on.
Okay.
Man, that
I'm
jug.
like, if you ever want some mayo, and Sprocket said, make mayo into it and handed it to you.
Yeah, I had to spend some time emptying it out.
I like to imagine Sprocket gave him a jug with all the other nozzles destroyed except for the mayo one.
Just mayo. Drink mayo.
It's just mayo. Jug of mayo.
At least I'll get
So-
my calories for the day.
So when you use one of those, does whatever it makes stay in there, or does it just come out? Like, is it just...
I
You
think
say
it does
the
act as a
thing.
container, and then
Oh.
you
It
can
stays
choose
until
to use
it's
it.
expended.
Well, it's got a bunch of spouts on it, and you speak into the jar and say what you want to come out, and you pull off the appropriate spout, and it comes
it
out.
comes out.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it's only like it's a once per day thing. So once per day you can choose what the alchemy jug produces.
I was gonna say, so if you say mayo and don't open the spout, does the mayo spoil, or is it just like fresh
No,
mayo?
after
that comes out?
after a day, you're supposed to choose a new thing.
Oh. So what if you just keep choosing mayo?
Then
But
it'll be
I guess
mayo
I'll fresh
until you
mayo
don't
Always
to
choose
choose
fresh
it.
mayo every time.
Yeah, you just have fresh mayo every day.
Mayonnaise.
I would not recommend it,
What
but
else does it produce other than mayo?
beer,
wine.
water,
Yeah.
oil.
It's quite useful.
Oh, okay.
Drugs
Mayo's
are
just
alchemy
funniest.
amazing.
I was about to say, is
Is it-
Mayo like specifically listed on there, or are you guys just
Yes.
fucking around?
No, it's
Yes,
specifically.
Mayo
It's just
is
the most
specifically
random.
listed.
It's
Yeah.
just the funniest one. Just like a bunch of useful or a bunch of good tasting drinks, and then mayo.
Yeah.
What the
Hey,
fuck?
mayo's delicious.
So I can make
Yeah.
acid, basic poison, beer, honey, mayo, oil, vinegar, fresh water, salt water, or wine.
All in different amounts.
What the fuck?
And then there are also different colors of alchemical jugs which have different things, but all of them have mayo, and all of them have water.
This one I'm pretty sure is just the base regular one.
Yeah, there's one that has like honey, and there's one that has like.
I think the base one has honey.
My
Oh,
other
is this the honey
character
one?
has one that produces none of the fucking poisons and just does like honey, hot tea, and other things.
Yeah, it's like all
And
food
mayo.
focused.
And of course,
Okay.
mayo.
You guys settle in to the jungle, get a bit more acclimated to the heat, and Masika will shoulder her bag on and look at you. Alright, are you ready to go? We should head south. Well, we have the sun to navigate.
Thank you,
Lead
Savannah.
on.
Alright.
We don't have a tracker with us this time, do we? Or
We
guide.
do not.
Okay. That's fine. We'll probably be fine.
Probably.
Probably.
None who really know this area anyway.
Right. You all head out into the jungle, heading south. As you make your way, though you landed around midday and you should be journeying through the light of the mid-afternoon, very quickly as you move through, it becomes much darker, as if the mountains, though tall, are already all around you and blocking out the sun. You come across the remnants of some kind of entrance to this area, a path that leads into the jungle thicket surrounded by thick gray and white mists. An eerie silence falls upon the area, the usual constant sounds of the wild seeming to dissipate into whispers. No breeze can be felt from any direction, yet the mists move about the trees in a semi-hypnotic pattern with wispy tendrils that appear to reach out and beckon towards you. Those of you that can touch the weave, as you feel this mist brush against you for the first time, can feel that there's some kind of corruption hanging in the air here.
Hmm.
Magic feels wrong. It feels sick.
Well, unfortunately, the valley does seem to live up to its namesake. This is a rather dreadful place.
Yeah, it feels kind of icky.
Hmm. What were your compatriots doing out here again? Remind me.
I'm here to find that out.
They. Yes, they came looking for something. Artis is in search of well,
We hope.
a group of people he believes can help bring back his wife.
Yes.
If they're bringing back other things, maybe they can bring back my memory.
Right.
You have
we
lost
can
your
see.
memory.
Hmm.
Graxar does not remember the time before the Feywild.
I as well have not. I am not in possession of all my faculties. I understand
But
your
oh
desire.
well. I have Solani to keep me company, so
Give him a smile. Go ahead. Unfortunately, the Feywild is very unforgiving to outsiders when it comes to the passage of time and memories.
do we want to leave the canoes here, or do you think there's a river deeper in?
Not sure. Be whether or not you are willing to carry them that far. Slow us down a bit, but if we run into a more marsh area, we'll definitely need them.
You're the boss. If you want me to carry them, I'll, pick up an end. But,
We should have brought wheels to put them on, and we could have turned them into carts.
Should have brought a cart.
No, we could have made them into carts. We just get the wheels and an axle, and we just put them on the boats. Then they're a boat. Then they're a boat cart.
What if we just find a nice spot to tuck them in and just see what we find? I don't think it would hurt to just backtrack a little bit if we really need them.
We could attempt to hide them.
I think that would be
Yeah,
best.
enough brush around here to conceal a boat, for sure.
Don't forget where you put them.
I'm proficient
mark
in
it.
survival. Sure.
Yeah, somebody mark the map where you guys are currently and give me a survival check. Grektha. Excellent. You very easily disguise these as part of the roots of a gigantic tree, covering them with the heaps of dried leaves and vines that you can freely just like move and drape over the canoes, which placed upside down look remarkably like roots of this tree. You even match the grain pattern. It's beautiful. It's artistic almost. X and an arrow pointing at it. Hell yeah. Okay. You. Jesus Christ. You. Yeah. You all continue. Forward. Journeying ever deeper, following this path. Masika seems to have some idea where she's going. And is able to lead you in the direction of a place she calls Kaibo Village. Near dusk, you are walking and you can see what looks like a plume of smoke, maybe a few 100 feet away, and you can see a turn coming up in the road ahead of you. As you continue forward, you can see that the road widens, becoming much less of a path than a road proper. And as you round the corner, you see the village. But as you draw closer, it becomes increasingly clear that something is wrong. The smoke is not coming from a chimney or a central fire. It's coming from what looks like a destroyed building that might be on fire. Even the wall surrounding this city or this village is destroyed. You guys are a little bit less than 100 feet away at this point, and you can make out a lizard folk riding on the back of a red-skinned dinosaur that is striding back and forth at the smashed open gate. And you can all hear as he calls out in common. Surrender this land to us, or perish this day. And this is what you guys see. Sulani probably stopping her hand harp mid-strum as you see this.
I don't suppose though those are the inhabitants of this village.
As you wait for a moment saying that, you hear a voice from inside call out, "No! We'll never surrender our home and people to your twisted god! Get out of here!"
Get out of here, crazy kids!
Call out in Durka. We're not from this land. We are passing through. Let us be.
You hear a snarl and a clank of chains as this lizard folk turns his mount around to glare south at you. He's gonna call out, "If you know what's good for you, you'll stay away. No place for travelers in this inn." And you
That
can see
just
quite a
seems rude.
few other lizard folk. Three others of them already mounted move around. You can see the three others are mounted on hadrosaurs, where the one in the lead appears to be mounted on an allosaurus.
Rest of you keep your guards up.
Leave now. I will not say again.
So are these your locals?
No. She's like pulling her Kopesh out.
This is not the day to fight, friend. I give you one warning to leave now.
I have already warned you. Desist. And he holds up a hand, and you hear some rustling in the bush on either side of you.
Can I crack their bones now?
Do I see any people? Are they all hiding in this village?
Give me a perception check.
Yeah, 12.
I do have danger sense. I have advantage on dexterity saving throws against effects I can see, assuming I'm not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
Okay.
Anyway.
Beltec with a 12. You don't see anything in the brush to either side of you. You can see a few people, but they're universally cowering inside of the buildings that are still standing on the other side of the wall.
What do the people look like that are cowering?
It's hard to make out with a 12. If you want to make your own perception check, you can attempt to do so. Yeah, Grekthar, you can see a mostly human village, partially destroyed by blast of fire. And with many people sheltering inside, they resembled the inhabitants of Port Nyanzaru, if wearing simpler and more handmade looking garb. You also, with a 21, spot that there are 3 additional lizard folk on either side of you, concealed in the brush, with drawn bows pointed in your direction.
I whisper to Velthek. They are looking to not be nice.
Very well then.
And I'll take a few steps forward and say, why so hostile? We're just passing through. What? Grakthar would like to say hello.
In common?
Yeah, I don't speak Draconic.
Okay. You are not welcome here, outsider. These people have transgressed against us. You will leave. This is the last I will say.
What did they do? Maybe we could help you.
He is going to hold his hand just a bit higher and then swing it down, and you hear the twang as arrows are pulled off of their bowstrings. We're gonna roll some initiative.
We're not going in circles anymore. At least we're doing something. We're not going in circles anymore. That's good.
Yeah. So glad I can give myself advantage on initiatives now.
Yeah.
When you try to get the party out of a very bad situation, but it's just not gonna happen.
It's fine.
Lizard men are always difficult to deal with.
There's a lot of motherfuckers up in here that I gotta roll for. Hopefully y'all can help me out with that fact.
I mean, I'll try.
Alright, let's get some fight music going. Got any requests? Fortnite Victory Royale
No,
mix
get
on
the
repeat
fuck
for 3 hours?
I mean, the Mandalorian like opening theme is good for just like general music. I think.
I love that. It's so unique.
Love me some space cowboy music.
Alrighty. Wow, right at the top of the turn order with Masika. She's going to turn and look at who she could possibly reach with her speed of 50. She's not quite close enough to move. Yes, unarmored defense, unarmored movement. Make her
Is
very.
she
a
a
monk?
person?
She's sort of a monk. She's like a
Okay.
monk fighter NPC sort of. She'll take her turn and run in the direction of these guys, dashing to get up to and behind them, so that their bows will be less effective. Grakthar,
Yes.
a pair of arrows from a short bow come firing towards you. A crit fail and a 21.
The 21 hits.
Okay, 8 piercing and 2 poison, 10 total.
8 piercing. I guess I wouldn't have had these temp HP. You said 10 total?
10 total.
Okay. Am I considered poisoned?
No, you have just
Okay.
taken poison damage.
Got it. Cool.
Okay.
Also, I cannot be critted.
Good
because
to
of my
know.
adamantine armor, just as a reminder.
Good to know. Okay, this one is up next and is going to bring his mount just a little bit closer and also fire a pair of short bow shots at the brazen, loud elf man. That's a 7 and a 19.
The 19 hits.
All right, that's going to be 5 piercing and 2 poison damage, 7 total. This one, where's this one? Where's our boy? There's this boy. This boy's gonna run a little bit closer, and again, go for the obvious target. He's out in front. He's all alone. An 8 and a 19.
The 19 hits.
That is going to be 8 piercing and 2 poison, 10 total. Glimka!
Ouchies.
I assume you also rolled for your boy, right?
Doesn't he go with me?
Oh, he
Or
goes
does
right after you. Right.
Yeah.
No, I'm thinking of a different ability in a different game.
Let's see. Only 30 feet, so like right there.
Real goblin hours is measuring.
Yeah.
Real goblin hours. And in terms of what I can do in range. I mean, I don't have a lot of range. I can like catapult one of them.
Okay.
How fucking far is it? 60 feet range.
So yeah.
Yeah, I can get this one, this whatever this is here.
Okay. Yeah, you see that's a lizard folk, but it looks slightly different than how you're used to seeing them. They're a deeper shade of green and have these strange markings on their tails, which are universally spiked.
They kind of look like iguana lizard folk.
Mm.
And I will attempt to catapult him.
Alrighty.
So Grinka's gonna run and like find a big enough rock.
And you go, "Ugh," and then magic catches it and fires it at him. That's
Yeah,
an 8
she,
on
like-
the deck save.
Tosses it.
20 bludgeoning damage. What does that look like?
Yeah, she just takes it and like sort of eyes the rock and just throws it in the air. And I imagine even like she just sort of it almost looks like it just suspends itself in air. And she just swipes her hand and it just goes like straight into the chest of this thing and just like breaks, like you can almost see it like dent the chest.
Hell yeah.
Okay, well that's one down.
Alright, that's your action and your movement. Bonus action? Command your boy as a bonus action?
Yeah. Command Georgie. And Georgie's gonna come up and stand next to me for now. He can't get to the rest of them.
Dodge action?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Remind me of that if I attack him. Helena! Your first showing.
She would take off. She would take out her shield and sword, and look at just surroundings. Just like we could have maybe tried a little harder to reason with them. But she would. I'm sorry. What's the name of this character? This one right here.
Masika.
She
Here,
would...
you guys can all now see her name.
There we go. Yeah, Masika. She would go towards her direction.
Okay.
I think this is right here, 30. And
That's 30 feet.
yeah, and then just cast Firebolt.
Okay.
At
Who are you
this guy.
targeting? That guy. Excellent. Do it.
Yes.
23 definitely hits.
And then, do I hit Firebolt or?
In the
right?
chat, yeah, you click the word.
Ah.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, 20 fire damage. What does that look like as you kill this lizard folk?
She would sheath her shield away and her sword for a moment, and then begin to cast a firebolt with her both her hands, and then just launch it.
I think one of the big benefits of Eldritch Knight is that you can use your sword, which is your whatever your bound weapon, to cast the spell with.
Mhm.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Then
you
yeah.
don't even need to. If you want that to be what you do, absolutely. But just so you know, you can. Use
Oh
your
no. Okay, my mistake. Then she would just
All right.
as she's like she would put her sword up, and as she swings down, yeah, she would launch the firebolt at it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bonus action, or is that good? Or are you good?
Nah, that's it.
Solani! Let's see what a wizard has to say on a big open area.
I don't like that they're hurting my boy over here.
They shot him quite a few times.
They did, so I'm gonna shoot him back. I'm gonna raise my gauntlet at this guy and shoot out an arc of energy at him, and then at his mount, and then at these two guys over here as I cast Chain Lightning.
Good lord. Okay.
Why not, right? Let's
Hell
live
yeah.
Moss.
Let's fucking
We're
do
gonna live
it.
Moss.
DC 18,
19.
19. Okay, one
I don't know
will,
why he didn't auto update there, but it's 19.
one will fail, one will succeed. Both of the mounts. Oh, they could actually live if they succeed, but 15 and a 9 are not going to succeed. So both of the mounts die.
Haha.
The one that you shot with the initial lightning takes the full 34. And the other one will take, what, 17?
Yes, 17. And then
And
as
they
a
will both
bonus-
fall prone because you killed their mounts.
And then as a bonus action, I will cast my Blade Song.
Okay.
And that will be me.
All right. This motherfucker that you just absolutely truncated is gonna stand up. Not very happy about that. That's half his speed, so he'll go 15 feet this way, trying towards getting cover. And
Yeah,
he'll
you better
fire at you, Solani, with his short bow twice. So there's a
Yeah,
22
yeah,
and a
you
9.
I'll cast shield.
Okay. Would that will block the 22?
That will block the 22.
Okay. What's your AC with Blade Song?
Before or after shield?
Before.
21.
Dope.
Yeah. That's
okay.
with mage armor as well.
Alrighty. This lizard folk makes a scimitar and then a tail attack against Masika. A 13 and an 11 will both miss. This one is going to step up and fire its short bow twice at Helena. Helena, does a 13 or an 11 hit you?
No.
Grekthar, it is your turn.
Alright. Grakthar would like to rage.
No way.
And so,
He's a barbarian?
as part of my rage, I get to move half my speed.
Yes.
I also
instinctive
become
count.
size large. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm there. And then I'll move the rest of the way up to this guy. And the main hand will start dripping with fire
Okay.
as I attempt to hit. I drew my my hammers as part of my rage, walking towards this guy.
Sure.
And so I will attack the mount first,
Okay.
recklessly.
Okay.
So, mount attack 1.
26 hits.
Okay. So that's 14.
Okay.
And then I'll hit it again
Okay.
and crit.
That'll definitely hit. And you have brutal critical, right? So that's...
Did that not roll the extra die?
No, it did not.
Uh,
So it's 2 more d8 at this level, I think.
it's 1d8.
1 more d8.
I only have
Okay.
1 brutal critical.
Oh, right, you're only level 11. Okay, 1 more d... Well, 1 more would... Yeah, okay. So, 17, 18 damage. Bloodies the Allosaurus, but does not kill it.
And
This is
then with
severe
my
weakness.
offhand, I will hit it as well.
Okay.
Oh, I was totally doing those. Add an extra
Plus
2
1
damage
to
that.
either of those, yeah.
Yeah, I
No worries.
and let me make a quick macro here for offhand to subtract the 4.
Sure. For right now, just roll 1 more, and we'll do it manually, but you can
Okay.
do that after your turn.
All right. Let's see.
And no rage elemental damage. Just
yep.
or just rage, no elemental damage.
Correct.
Jesus! Jesus Christ! And 1 more on top of that. 3, 4 plus 4 is 8 plus 3 is 11 plus 1 more d8. Is 17, which is perfect damage. Exactly what we were looking for with a 17.
And
You
then
will.
I'm going to action surge
Jesus Christ.
and hit
Jesus
him
Christ.
2 more times.
And he'll fucking do it again.
Oh, 26 is gonna hit. 14 is gonna hit. 12 plus 17 is 29. You don't bloody him, but it's a close thing.
And Grakthar will be like, "That's for being rude."
He's too busy coughing up blood to say anything. If that's you,
That is me.
we'll go to Velthek.
Alright, we're gonna come striding out to the right side of the field here. double check some measurements if I can. Right, that's all in range. Raising the Scepter of Savros and simply muttering the word in Draconic, heave. And I will point out and start casting out a line as you see the fucking earth shift and blade barrier starts to pop up on a wall going across all of these boys as it gets pointed at, directed by my fucking scepter. Or that line.
Okay.
There.
Why don't you draw that for me? Give me a polygon tool.
I'm just testing.
Yeah.
Stuff. Okay, that should fix it. The brutal critical.
Draw this line through people. Slap that.
Okay, perfect. What is that I need to do?
Probably the most disgusting thing Velthic's done to date. That one.
17?
Yep. As heaving up from the ground itself, formed from the metals nearby. What looks like almost chakram shifting and snipping back together like irises or the various symbols of Savros. A 20-foot barrier of blades that are grinding and churning and blocking off the way and tearing up those that I have pointed the direction at and making a permanent wall of blades in that area.
Okay, and at the start of their turns, they'll make that save. Okay, is that you?
That is me as I mark my
Okay.
concentration.
Deck save for this guy. 10. He's torn to pieces. To shreds, you say?
Mm-hmm.
We'll go to our boy kneeling in the ground in front of Grakthar. He gets up to his feet. I am Sindak of the Fulmori tribe. You will face my rage! And he's going to attack you. You recklessly attacked. He has advantage.
I sure did.
Tail attack! 17.
Meats.
Okay. 7 bludgeoning, and I need a deck save versus being knocked prone. You have advantage because you can see his tail.
Okay.
There's no size category on this.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask. You said 7 damage?
7 bludgeoning, half to 3.
Okay.
And a dex that you crush, so he'll stab you with his scimitar. That's a crit and a 13.
It can't crit.
So just
So a crit just becomes a regular hit.
becomes regular, and a 13 misses.
Yep.
9 slashing, half to 4, 11 poison, 15 total real damage to you. And he is going to snarl out in Draconic. Only those of you that speak Draconic know that he says, "Come to me, surround the Vickwat."
I do.
yes.
I understand it.
He will use his mount to dash all the way over here and attack the Grakthar.
I was gonna say, wasn't his mount dead, but then I tapped
No.
back to my screen and saw it was a different character.
Different one, yeah. Pair of scimitar attacks. 23 and a 21.
Both hit.
Okay. Total damage after resistance is 10. 21. Slashing and poison. This one makes a dex save. Crit fails. Explodes. This one, dex save 19. Will take half, so 15 damage. They will very barely live, move out of that thing and fire at the person who created it and is glowing with crazy amounts of magic. Short bow attack, Velthek, 2 of them at you.
Yay!
An 11 and a 15, both miss.
Praise the white male.
This one over here is going to join the attack on Helena. Short bows. A 20 and a 16, Helena.
20 to 16? No.
Both miss. Very nice. This one's gonna come over here and try and stab Masika twice. A 21 and a 20 are both gonna hit for 10 and 8, 18 total damage to her. And we're back over to the Explodey Boys. Dex save 13.
Boom.
Kerploosh. And our last wall boy for this round of actions. Dex save 11. He explodes. We'll go back to the top of the round with Masika. She is flanked, but she's got her fucking Kopesh out. She'll go for the north one first. 17 hits for 6 slashing. 16 hits for 8 slashing, bloodying it, and a 26 will kill it for the remaining 4 damage. And she'll round on the one to the south of her. We're back over to the Poison Boys. Last one who's in the Blades. Blades. 13. Explode.
Jesus
Kerplode.
Christ.
Yeah, I just threw him in a blender. It's great.
Oh, this guy also starts prone in it.
Oh god.
That's an 8. 31 piercing damage. He will actually still live. And will be able to stand up and hobble out of that. Away from Velthek. He's gonna fire 2 shots at Velthek, short bow, 20 and a 22.
The 22 just hits.
Okay, 5 piercing, 2 poison, con save.
And there we go.
You save. Grimka!
Ruka. This guy is now close enough, and me and Georgie are going to sprint up to him. I am gonna do the funny thing. You know you love it. My boy Georgie needs to go fast. So we're gonna make
Georgie.
Georgie fast.
Okay.
Okay, and then he and I are going to head up.
Okay.
So that's action and movement.
And bonus action to command Georgie.
Yeah, and bonus action for that. So we will go here. If do we even get advantage with Grakdar standing there? Yeah,
Put him
there
right
would
there,
be it,
yeah.
right?
It's advantage on the mount, not the guy.
Yeah.
But
the
if
mount
you,
first.
but you can both reach the guy. He is reachable from all of the tokens that the mount occupies.
Right. I mean, does the mount look particularly dangerous anyway?
It's a hadrosaur. It's not a carnivore.
Oh.
It does have a pretty big, bony-looking tail that would probably hurt.
Yeah, I'm still kill it. Or at least attempt to.
If you kill, you can knock that guy prone.
Georgie has 2 actions.
He does indeed. 14.
A 14 will hit the hadrosaur.
Okay, and then we're gonna... I have...
5 charges of that
I-
thing.
Yeah, I'm looking for Jolt. There it is, Arcane Jolt. Oh, I'm supposed to have more than what I have listed.
You have
Yeah.
equal to your
I
hit
had-
mod.
Yeah, I had 3 instead of 4. So yeah, I'll chalk that on for this one.
Okay. That's what,
Um,
2d8 extra?
2d6 force.
2d6. Okay. Roll me the damage in 2d6.
Yes. Force empowered rend. I accidentally clicked the. Oh, we'll just take that for the second attack, I guess. But 12 for
12
that.
plus
And then
2d6.
extra 2d6. I have so many things on my fucking screen now.
It's the
What,
good
2?
life.
The dice roller, the initiative counter, Georgie's sheet.
Oh, pop Georgie's sheet out. It'll be way easier.
Oh, you know, I fucking forget. I'm like, mine is popped out, but I'm like, yeah, George can stay up.
You can even pop out like handouts and stuff.
Oh. And then Georgie's second attack, or just take that one, yeah?
The 8 with the extra 8 damage that will actually kill the Hadrosaur. So he
Can
does
I
have to
use
move
his
a little
second
bit
attack
closer.
on-
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he would still be prone, and so you'd still have the advantage.
Yeah.
So 23 for how much damage?
For 6.
For 6 force damage to this prone lieutenant. Okay,
Oh,
that's
wow.
the pair of you, I believe.
Yes.
Helena, so far to run.
Yes. I would like to use. Yeah, I could move here. Or, let's see.
I'm just showing you how far you have.
Yeah, here's okay.
Hell yeah.
And I will use a spell this time. I would like to use a magic missile.
Excellent. What level magic missile?
2.
Okay, that's 4 darts then. Who are you targeting with the first dart?
This one.
Okay. Give me damage.
So how do I do that? Do I just
So
this?
click yes. Okay, so 4 force on the first bolt. Slams in. Magic missile automatically hits. It is not dead. Second
okay.
bolt. Same guy.
Same guy.
4 more. He is almost bloodied.
Another one.
A third one slams in. He is not very happy. You get 1 more.
Another one.
2 more is only gonna tickle, but he does not look like he could take another even another single blast of magic missile.
I think it's only 4 charges, right?
On a second level spell, you get 4 bolts. Yes.
Okay, so that's.
So just mark down the spell slot. Yeah.
Got it.
Unless you have a bonus action that you like to do.
I do not.
Okay, Silani.
I am gonna run up here, flourish my blade, look at these 3 boys here, and I'm gonna start teleporting around and stabbing them as I cast Steel Wind Strike.
Fantastic spell.
The most anime of spells, and I
An
always wanted to use it.
amazing spell.
I've always
Okay,
wanted to use
first
it.
one at this
So,
one.
Fuck.
13
Does 13
misses.
hit? Ugh, alright. Well, at least the next 2 are advantage. I teleport here to this man on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And I will not roll 2 ones.
30 hits.
That's a 30. Okay, 29
29
force.
force.
And then I'll teleport to this man and stab him.
15 is not going to hit.
Yes. Alright. I've been rolling shit tonight. That's my turn.
Okay, and you'll stay. You can still appear next to any of them that you choose. It doesn't have to. You don't have to stay.
Yeah,
next
no,
to them.
I know. I picked it that way that I'll appear to
Okay.
the last one.
Alrighty. This one's going to run over at Grakthar. Pair of scimitar attacks still at advantage. 19 and a 24.
Both hit.
Okay. After resistances, 2, 3, 5 plus 11 is 16. Slashing and poison. The one that you just blasted with magic missile is going to make back towards the tree line, Helena, and is going to fire at you twice with its short bow. Pair of 19s, which will both miss. Grakta! You're surrounded by little mites of stupid.
Yes, I am. I will look at the one that just hit me and hit him. Yeah, recklessly, because I'm raging.
Yes. 22 hits. God. You nearly kill this bloodied lizard folk with the with this one strike of 22 damage.
Damn. And I'll hit him again.
Okay. 25 definitely hits. How do you kill this creature with 2 HP?
So the first one, like, snapped his knees, and then bring it back around, and it slams onto his head. And then offhand at the guy between us.
Between you and Solani?
Yes.
Okay, 23 is definitely gonna hit.
Oh, that... I don't know why, or it subtracted 4.
It's also this is also not a magic Warhammer, right?
No, because my offhand, I bought an extra...
Oh,
magic
you
Warhammer.
already have, now you have 2.
Yes.
Got it, okay. Okay, so 11 damage.
No, it's yeah, 11.
Okay. Alright. You do bloody that lizard folk with that hit. The Capitan.
Okay,
Is that you?
that is me.
Velthek.
I'm going to hurl level 2 guiding bolt at that boy down there.
Goddamn.
Hey, you know,
21 hits.
get some stress out.
What does that look like?
Especially with the new staff, that radiance condensing in the end of the diamond and then just launching that out straight as like a concentrated crystal ball of eyes, and that slams into him, exploding
Okay.
up.
Heck yeah.
And then, especially because I remember this detail finally, and it is actually hilarious but also terrifying, walking across the grass and leaving a trail of dead fucking plants as I finally remembered that any plant that I touch just gets siphoned of life into the staff.
Yeah, I actually should have mentioned as well. All spells cast corrupt the surrounding plant life. Grass, shrubs, and plants die and wither, while larger plants such as bushes and trees become sickly and discolored. This effect occurs in a radius equal to 5 feet per level of the spell cast. So, Silani and Velthek have just created a giant barren patch of earth over in this section near the path. As the grass in this area has just withered and crisped. It's actually crunchy under your feet.
Walk out and just see the fucking footfalls of where I walked. Just a dead path of grass as I stand 5 feet away from this man. The
Yup.
blades churning behind him with that nice sickly scissor snip.
Alright, we'll go to our boy Zindak. He's gonna attack, shockingly. He's gonna attack Grakthar. Scimitar twice. 18 and a 25.
Both hit.
Okay. We are pumping into our boy. 4 and 4 after reductions. 8 plus 17 is 25.
I am
Poison
down.
and slashing.
No!
Stop stabbing my boy!
It will turn on you and snarl loudly in your face.
I guess I'm not large anymore because
Because you stop raging.
I
Yes.
stopped raging because I fell unconscious.
Damn, they chewed through your fucking...
Yeah.
Well, they took a good chunk out ahead of time where I wasn't raging. I took like 20 or HP, and then I rolled terribly when I was creating my HP. I'm a Barbarian 9 Fighter 2. I have 102 HP. That's only like 4 more than Sprocket.
Good lord.
Grimka, this one is going to try and come and smack you in the face. A spin move, tail attack, 14.
No.
A scimitar to your face, 18.
No.
How much damage was on that first scimitar attack? Because if it was over 20, it would have taken me down, and then I would have had a.
It
failed death
was
save.
after reductions. It was 11 damage.
Okay, so that
Or
wasn't enough to
slashing,
take me
7
down.
poison. No.
Yeah. Okay.
Thelthek. Faced with you, this one is going to run. It fires as it runs. Short bow. Crit fail and a 10.
Seems fitting.
This one is going to run down to try and meet Elena in combat. Tail attack. 10. Bounces off of your leg armor. Bruises his tail. Scimitar. 18.
Nope.
Knocked aside by the magical shield. A similar effect as this one's trying to fight Masika and is failing. She's gonna turn and bring her Kopesh down with a hit, a miss, and then a hit for a total of 11, 18 exactly this thing's HP in damage. I'll chase the one that's running. You get the one in front of you. Gripka.
Alright. I'm going to move around this guy. I'm gonna use my handy dandy little spell storing item. And I'd stored a Cure Wounds in there, so we'll just throw it on Grakthar.
Okay. Cure Wounds is a first level spell. If
Yeah.
that's what you stored, then you can cast Cure Wounds at first level for free. D8 plus your spellcasting mod.
Hmm.
6 healing. Grekthar, you awaken. You are prone, but no longer dying.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm not great at healing, but at least you're not dying, right? And I'm like, Georgie, get him! And we'll switch over to him and make my attacks on Lizard Man here. Make sure that's checked on.
22 hits. 9
Nine.
force damage, tears into this guy. 24 hits.
And then we'll jolt for
Okay.
this one, so the extra d6. Or the 2d6.
7. Perfect damage. What does that look like?
Yeah, I'll, Grimco, like, sort of, I could have moved through his face, I realize I'm tiny. Well, I'm not tiny, but I'm small. I would have just, like, basically ran under his legs, and, like, the spell storing goes off, and I'd imagine she takes, like a sort of fainting sort of swing with her hammer, and Georgie sort of just, like, jumps on his back and just, like, mauls him.
Hell yeah. Sounds of whirring and tearing happen as all of Georgie's teeth spin as he digs into this thing. Helena!
Yes. I want to take a swing.
No way.
Yeah.
No way. That's
Yeah.
crazy, girlfriend.
Smack it.
You can do so. Okay, 17's gonna hit.
Oh.
So
this
just
is
click
damage.
it in the chat. Yeah, 9
Oh.
damage. We'll bloody it.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know why I did that.
No worries.
And that's it. Oh wait, I can hit it again. I forgot. Smack it again.
Yeah, you have up to 3 attacks, and I believe as an Eldritch Knight you can swap out one of those attacks for a cantrip,
Oh. Okay.
right?
Yes.
Yes. When you use your action to... Oh, no. It's when you make a cantrip, you also can make a weapon attack as a bonus action. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
That's-
I'll smack it again.
10 is going to miss, but you still have a 3rd attack.
And I'll cast Firebolt.
No, so that's
okay.
it. That's it. If you use your turn to cast Firebolt, you can also make a weapon attack.
Oh, okay. Then I'll just smack it one more time.
18's going to hit. What does that look like?
She would, maybe smack his face with the shield, and then like, while his face is like turned away, just like cut right down across his chest.
Hell yeah. Nearly cutting this creature in half, it falls to the ground. You still have your movement?
Yeah. We'll move up to where's the here. So
One more.
right there.
There you go. Alright, hell yeah. We'll go to Silani. Squaring off.
Very angry at seeing my good friend fallen, I am gonna curse at the lizard man in Sylvan and attempt to stab him multiple times.
I bet you are.
Yeah.
You do that.
I'm not happy about it. Can I roll good? I can't. Oh, that was at advantage. Right, actually.
A 13 will miss. This
Let's see if
guy's
I can hit
natural armor.
One. Let's see if I can hit a thing today.
24 is definitely gonna
24.
stab.
And I will do a booming blade on that. So on top
Okay.
of the damage of 8, that will also be.
Isn't booming blade like the action casting a cantrip?
It's a cantrip.
Not-
Yeah.
Right, but you
But
would
it,
have
it requires a spell attack to do. So my extra attack lets me do a cantrip and an attack.
That's a blade singer feature
Yeah.
that you have?
Yep.
Okay.
It's in Tasha's.
Okay. That was what I was
So-
thinking that Eldritch Knights had. Okay.
Yeah, it was added in Tasha's. It wasn't in the old blade singer, but new one has it.
Okay. So,
So that's eight thunder on
eight
the
piercing.
hit. Yep, and then
Okay.
if he moves, he will take 7 thunder, and as a bonus action, I'll use my racial feature to face step and stand protectively over my friend.
okay.
So if he willingly moves, he'll take another 7 thunder damage.
Okay. This one's going to disengage and run 30 feet, trying to get away. Grektar! Grekty! Grecky Grek.
Thank you. Okay. I will stand up. And then I will second wind. Get another 9 back. And then I'll take a step, 2 steps towards lizard guy.
Captain.
And then I will attempt to beat the shit out of him.
Heck yeah.
Oh, that should be a normal.
26 will still hit. 12 bludgeoning slams into him. He does not look like he's going to continue standing. 26 is also going to hit. What does that look like?
I just baseball bat him and move him 5 feet, and he slams into the pillar.
Excellent. Is that you?
Yes, that is me.
Feltek, do you let this thing run away or do you kill it?
Following Masika's lead, I'm gonna not let it escape.
Okay.
Sent another guiding bolt at level 2.
Definitely. It has 3 HP.
And he'll turn, start walking back towards the group as the blade barrier drops to the ground and vanishes.
Alrighty. Masika runs over. A swish of her Kopesh, and the 2 parts of the lizard folk land on the ground. And that is going to be combat.
I chug a potion.
Give me a friend.
I have 10 if you need another one.
Oh, I bought a bunch too.
Yeah, I'm not super good at the healing thing, but I keep that one for spare. You know, just in case.
Start up.
Well, he was in desperate need. Thank you very much for lending your aid to him. I'm very
Yeah.
grateful.
Of course, of course.
I'm fine. Grakthar is fine.
Gartha, you got stabbed like 17 times.
I heal
Did
you
he-
for 71 HP.
Holy shit.
He got
Oof.
stabbed, but did he just almost refer to himself normally and then switch to third person?
See, Grakthar is fine. Lizard man heals Grakthar. All good.
He just got knocked out. He's still recovering from. Apparently, getting knocked out means he almost refers to himself in the first person. It's fine.
Okay.
Suppose we should check on the village.
Mistress, even death could not keep me from protecting you.
That's sweet.
Well, that being said, let's not tempt death many more times, shall we?
The Raven Queen would not let me die.
Hello?
She doesn't like
Oh.
me anyway.
Everyone alright? Does anyone need healing?
As you speak, several people start coming out of the remaining homes.
Oh crap.
You are immediately approached by a older, middle-aged woman.
Okay, so not a demon.
Not a
Not
demon.
That we know of yet.
Definitely not a demon.
Dragon training. Don't worry about it.
In our defense, they
He is-
started that.
I'm sorry, a middle-aged man. Wearing very earthy, druidy looking clothing. Greetings. Thank you for your help in dealing with the lizard folk. My name is Uzoma, Uzoma Kaibo. This is my and my wife's village. I am the clan's spiritual leader. I believe I have expected your arrival. And he'll look at Masika.
I am Garakthar.
He's Graktar.
Is anyone hurt? Needs any sort of aid?
Yes.
I have been tending to them, but well, perhaps you should have a meeting with our clan elder. She is deeply sick. I have been unable to help.
Please.
Please follow me.
While we're walking up. And can you tell us about your friends we found at the front gate? What was that all about?
You should hear it from Ka. And as you approach a small, very like healing-looking hut, the flaps will part, and you actually see a large tiger pad out, and
Oh.
leaning heavily on the tiger for support is a middle-aged woman. This is the man that greeted you, and this is the woman who comes out.
Mm.
As she steps out, she like pushes one hand up to for the flap to stay up. You can see a makeshift bed in the corner that looks like she just got up from it. Against the wall inside is this 7-foot tall block of semi-transparent smoky gray glass that you can't see into. And though she leans heavily on the tiger, you can tell it's taking everything she has to just remain standing. She looks very, very ill.
Please.
Thank you for your help with protecting our people. These lizard folks, these storm reavers, been attacking us for some time now.
Is there anything they're after here, or they're just pillaging and plundering?
We once had a truce with them, but about a year ago, our spiritual leader traveled with his students to investigate some storms that have been coming down from the mountains, driving more and more threats west towards us. The Futari returned about a week later and murdered my father, the former clan leader. He left the jungle still the twisted mirror image of himself, and then the mists came. Sometime after that, the tribal elder, it used to be a friend, Voshk, has begun receiving new orders. They've claimed us cursed in order that we be brought before them or eradicated. We lost many the first attack. This was the second. We would not have survived if not for your help. I am still suffering under the effects of that first attack.
I
Dusk lizard folk apparently not to be underestimated.
could possibly aid if let me.
Be in your debt. You would be welcome to stay if you can help us. And she'll step forward, the tiger kind of like pressing its head forward to support her. Thank you, Papa. She pets its head.
And can I tell if this is a lesser or greater situation?
Give me a medicine check. She has been poisoned and has been unable to overcome it. Because this specific poison is weakening her constitution. You think a lesser restoration would probably be enough.
Excellent. Especially, it looks bad, especially with the trailing fucking plant death behind me. It'll look like an angel of death practically.
And like 10 more feet around you as you cast this second level spell, the grass and some of the plants in a window box wither and die.
The Savras appearing over her chest and mind, pulling all the poison from her heart and body.
She will gasp and stagger forward and then right herself. Thank you. You are all welcome to stay. What has brought you here?
We are in search of lost friends, but I would still offer aid where there might be needed.
There are some who are still injured. Zumak and you, and he will make his way over and gesture for you to make your way into the large meeting house.
Sika, I will trust you to explain who you are.
She'll step up. A pair of adventurers. Their names are Artis and Dragonbait. One would look much like, and she'll gesture at Velthek, but scaleless, green. The other, a human adventurer, fair-skinned, wearing a golden ring, a bit of a boisterous personality. I remember them. They arrived. I remember Artis more than his lizard-like companion. He arrived during the first lizard folk attack, was instrumental in driving them off. But when he used his ring, something went wrong. And she'll gesture back towards the block of glass, which you now realize is actually ice. You can see mist and frost collecting at the bottom of it. And she'll pull the tent flat back further, allowing the sunlight to enter in. And you can see that this block of ice completely contains Artis, Simber, and Dragonbait. You are easily able to recognize them. Well, I guess Masika is, since none of you have recognized him before.
I'm hoping the popsicle guys are who we're here for.
Fortunately.
Oh, well.
We have tried to break the ice, both physically and magically, but
No dice.
they have. We have actually been injured several times attempting.
Ah,
Do you want me to try, or do you want Grekthar to try?
You are welcome, but be warned, it does not like to be touched.
don't hurt yourself, big guy.
It, it might be better if we studied the ice than hitting it. And then if we
Yeah.
find a reason to hit it, then we can hit it.
Okay. That
How about
sounds less fun, but
how about you, Masika? Know anything about this whole ice thing? Give me an insight on it, maybe.
Only that he is more protective of that ring than anything. No, he
Right.
would not have used it unless he had to. But I've never seen it act like this.
Hmm.
Perhaps, Onyeka speaks up. It is because of the mist. I'm sure you all have noticed that magic behaves strangely. In the past weeks, even healing magic from Uzoma has been sapping the earth of life. Powerful evil brought here to easily mutate.
The weave has been peeling off since we've been here. Do you know what the source of that is?
No, they gathered over the jungle as soon after Fotari left, almost a year ago. But to this day, none of us have been able to leave Bakumora. We have gone for help many times.
Could I try to roll an Arcana to see, based on what I know about this, is what like might be affecting the weave, or like what properties might sound familiar from a
Yeah,
arcane perspective?
absolutely.
Yeah.
I love that.
I'd like to do the same. This is an interesting thing that I haven't seen before.
I am rolling like shit today.
Silani, you've heard of like regional effects on magic. It's might just be something that like happens sometime in Chult. You're not really sure. Grimka, you've actually done quite a bit of study on different places that are very different from here in the interest of finding technology that you've never found before. So you're relatively familiar with the histories of a place called Barovia that adventurers are sometimes able to make their way into. In that place as well, there is a sort of effect in the air that changes and perverts magic. Whatever this is creating, though you guys are still a part of the material plane, something is cutting you off from the rest of it, as if it's trying to enact its own domain.
Hmm.
Well, that's
So
fine.
we're
Yeah.
dealing with something that's altering reality in a way. Strange magic fields, sort of almost kind of Feywildy in random effect, as you could see with the whole, dying plants. As for what could cause it, I think I need to study a bit more.
I wouldn't say it's from the Feywild. While we do have random assortments, it usually never makes magic this sick.
Well, no, definitely not. But it's a similar thing. It's more akin to, a much darker, worse place.
Another darker plane.
Right. Um.
Hmm.
Maybe this has something to do with the ice. The field affects the ring, or maybe the ring is generating the field in its own way.
Well, that would be hard to discern until we can actually get our hands on the ring,
Which means
which I
we have to
presume
get
is
them out of the ice.
yes. So it would seem.
Hmm.
And how long have they been frozen for?
Uh, a little over a week.
Ooh.
Not great.
Why don't you just set a fire next to the ice?
It's not exactly that simple, Graftar.
We have tried.
It's magical in a way that you or me can't really achieve on our own.
I have to believe that Fotari has something to do with this. He immediately after he left, within days, the mist settled in.
Hmm.
Who's
Something-
Do you know?
Voltari?
Fotari was the former spiritual leader before
Oh,
my husband.
sorry,
What-
I zoned out there for a second.
He took his students on more than a year ago to investigate the unnatural storms that had been rolling in from the mountains. A week later, he returned and murdered my father. Many villagers died trying to stop him.
He sounds like a
left the
shitty
village.
person.
I agree. A few months after that, Uzoma started losing his power. He is only able to heal the smallest of wounds now. But he has spoken of visions when he and your friend and she'll look over to see Uzoma and Velvet coming back out. Would you tell them what you have been seeing? The outsiders. Of course. Recently, about a month ago, I believe that I have been having visions from Ubtao. Something that has been obstructing him was removed. A curse that laid upon the land has been dealt with, and my connection with the land was reinstated despite my magic not being back.
Glad
There
your
are
strength has returned.
these outsiders. I believe that you are the ones that I have been waiting for. Perhaps you are the Stormreavers sent to fight back this tide. Perhaps they are. I am not sure. But the key to saving your friends and us must be whatever evil power has summoned these mists. Fotari long ago started his own cult in an abandoned temple to the south, once a stronghold of Yuan Ti before they left for the Forgotten City. None fine. It is within the lizard folk's territory. My
So,
wife knows the safe path to reach temple grounds. May have to fight your way there.
so it's safe to assume this cult is working with the lizard folk then?
I am not convinced of this. They have been receiving orders from new masters, but we had years of peace. I grew up with friends in lizard folk camps. I cannot condone unnecessary killing. Unless they attack you, you must leave them in peace.
We can do this.
Their poison really hurts.
I do apologize for those at the gate, but I did not want to see another necessarily.
They attacked you. I cannot too strongly object.
Also, Velthek, that blade wall thing was really cool.
Maybe not the time to talk about that while we're having this discussion.
Oh,
But I
sorry.
definitely agree.
Be able to explain. If there are.
You, it is growing late. If you would assist in moving the bodies, we can perhaps have a evening meal. Let's sit down, discuss what you will do in the coming days.
Of course.
We're not going to eat the lizard people, are we?
No, that would be weird.
As would be cannibalism.
If we're amongst
There you
a
go.
tribe, then probably. But we're not amongst lizard folk. But yes, we'll help move the bodies and... I do have other abilities to help shape some stone to try and get some of the walls back.
The walls are wood.
Yes, but make a stone basin where they're anchored in.
Oh, okay.
Basically, they're pillared up, and I'm effectively concrete / mold a rock around the base.
I'll start going around and dragging the bodies together into kind of a pile.
Okay. You searching them at all as you do so?
Sure, kind of cursory, but you know, if they've got like an antidote or something to prevent that bitch of a poison.
Hmm.
With a cursory search, the only thing that you find is that the lieutenants and the captain each carried a sack. The lieutenants each had a sack containing 40 GP for a total of 120. Zindar himself, his sack had 10 rubies, each worth 25 GP, as well as a quiver that appears magical in some nature as you touch it, Grekthar.
I'll set that stuff aside. I don't really have much use for arrows and whatnot, so.
Okay. Is anyone interested in the quiver?
Oh, I thought you said it was 2 rubies worth 25.
No, a sack of 10 rubies worth 25.
Oh, okay. Disregard
what?
my stuff then.
What if I use the bow, but I don't even have one?
I don't use it, but I'll still cast Identify on it just to kind of see what its dealio is.
Sure.
Quiver of Alana. Yeah.
This will work for arrows, bolts, or similar ranged objects. If anyone
Javelins?
has anything that they would
Javelins?
like. Works for javelins, works for...
Holds up to 18 javelins.
Okay, I've got. Do they count as magical javelins if they're stored there, or just?
Just stores regular javelins.
I don't think
Okay.
so, yeah.
If
But you can
It's just an
store more
extra
than you can
dimensional
carry
space.
normally.
it's
Essentially,
still-
you could negate all the weight of however many javelins you have.
And also have
Okay.
a fast unload of all your javelins.
I mean, if I were you, I'd take it.
Yeah, Garrett, I'm not Identify. I'll help you. Like, you can hold more stabbing things with this. I'll hold it out.
Okay, yeah, I'll take it then.
Grimka's looking at it, like, I can make one of those.
Kind of look at the field of dead plants everywhere and kind of
Cringe.
yeah.
It is a bit unsettling.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
Sadly, it's not in my control.
Can't say I've ever seen dead plants like that, and then, like, thumb backwards towards the 2 people frozen and solid in a block of ice.
Oh,
It's
just wait.
powerful magic, to be sure.
Place that I visited with my other group was terrible.
So you know this guy, right? Does he always do that, or is this a new thing?
I feel like he pissed off something far more powerful than he was expecting.
Oh,
I would
Well, on
definitely
the
be
bright
using-
side, at least we know where he is, and that if we can break this curse, that he'll presumably be alive. So that makes our job of finding him easier.
that's true. It's not like he can get up and walk anywhere.
He's gonna walk away anyway. Yeah. Him or his friend.
Hmm.
And the ice is certainly not melting.
I mean, if we light all the bodies on fire and do that close to the thing,
No.
that melt the ice.
No.
We should probably burn the bodies just so that they're broken down, but I don't think the fire's going to help the ice.
This isn't normal ice, big guy. It's special magic ice.
But,
This
but
is
fire
advanced
burns
ice.
Right, but
If
this
I-
isn't.
It's magic ice. It is.
Kraxar is very confused. Ice that's not ice.
This ice has never been water. It's just this is it.
Just
It's
ice.
this.
If you say so.
If
Fire
I can
no
do so
Ice
safely
cold.
without starting a jungle fire, I'll firebolt the bodies to set them ablaze.
Okay. You can
Yeah, I
safely do so. So, assuming you guys stack them in the dried grass, it'll just burn those already dead sections and then go out. Alright. You guys make your way in and settle down for the evening meal to discuss more with the clan elders of Kaibo Village. Congratulations, you're back in the jungles of Cholt, adventuring! Yay! Woo! Sweaty jungle!
Everything's sick and dying. Let's go.
Woo! That's going to be today's session. Everybody can take 800 XP each.
So 97,800
Correct.
should be it. Cool.
I never rest.
I need to roll.
Go around
Better.
stone shaping those rocks on the wood and all, and getting the barriers back.
Okay.
I will meditate and have a meal.
And then we'll sleep late.
We'll
Yeah, are
pick
we
up.
taking the benefits of a long rest, or is that to be next time?
No, yeah, we'll say we'll pick up in the morning next session.
Alright. So
I have
we
a
can
question.
safely reset our resources.
Yes, we'll say this
Cool.
is we'll call the session here tonight.
So mechanically, can Georgie run watches, or does he like shut off?
If you want him to run watches, he can run watches.
Sick.
But
What's
he
your
does
feature say? Does it say
he
active
need
for
to
an X amount of time?
rest. Yeah, or anything like that. How does he he only regens when you cast stuff on him, right? And he doesn't have any Yeah, you
It doesn't say anything. Yeah.
It just exists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just there.
It
Georgie's
just
with me
is.
constantly.
To enjoy my time in a tiny hut over the night.
Like I was
Yes.
thinking it was like Skitters, but this is like just permanent.
You
Yeah,
know,
it's a
Skitters was
very-
specifically not a creature. Skitters was just like a gun
Yeah.
that I flavored to look like a creature because I was able to, and it had technically had a movement speed, but it was not a creature.
It's okay. If Nate lets me, I'm gonna get Georgie upgrades.
God, imagine if we had Georgia and we put Skitters on his back. Be unstoppable.
I just edited your Steel Defenders sheet a little bit. I put Vigilant and Deflect Attack where they should be.
Oh yeah.
Your abilities
you.
and reactions.
I forgot to do that when you were telling.
No worries. Well, and yeah, don't forget your reaction. We would love to see Georgie impose that disadvantage.
Yes. It's just because it's within 5 feet. I didn't get hit this session.
Well, it's anybody. It's not just you.
Well, yeah, but he was like close to me the whole time.
We need 2,200 experience so we can level up again. It's been way too long. It's been like 2 sessions since we leveled up. We need another one.
Yeah, Nate, when you said the mist stuff and it was at an entrance, I'm like, oh shit, are we going to Barovia?
Oh, Rovia, baby!
Are
Barovia
you
Light!
Surprise hijack us into Barovia again.
I just thought about, like,
You're gonna fight
Dark
Strahd!
I just thought about like Dark
Strahd
Souls
and a Serac have teamed up. You're gonna fight both of them at the same time.
Strahd in the
Yeah.
jungle.
Strahd in the Jungle sounds like a debut album.
It really
George.
does.
Georgia.
All right, I'm gonna go and use the
Watch out
bathroom
for
and
that
feed my cat.
vampire.
I'll be back if anybody wants to talk about any stuff. Val, I'm glad you were able to pop in for the end. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're getting a feel for Helena. You're the most
Yeah.
reserved character in the party by far.
It's only because I'm a little shy with new people, but I'll warm up with.
Wait, just wait to see how stupid we are, and then you realize.
Increase the level of
all right.
I'm really dumb. Trust me.
You're
In
good
my
company
other
then.
game,
And
we'll be just fine.
We'll be just.
we used to have a book of rules, and one of the rules written in there was eat ass.
It's true.
Hold on, is it still up?
I
Is the
still
book
have
book's
it.
still
Yeah,
there?
is the
Still
rule
have
book
the
still
book.
there?
My God, eat ass.
Eat ass. That
Where
one
do
came
I sign
specifically
up?
from me, no less. That's the best part.
Of course.
Yeah.
Rule 12, don't eat shit. Rule 13, eat ass.
Eat ass. Yeah.
Oh,
Rule 1, don't talk about possession.
Rule 2, stop talking about possession.
Have
Oh,
a good
God.
night, everybody. I'm gonna jump off.
Good night.
Good night. Bye.
Yeah, early Vandal was a trio, just like, yeah, I'm possessing this body, and we're all like, what?
What? You're
Doing
what?
what
And I'm like,
now?
Excuse me?
it's okay, it was with consent.
Oh,
God.
that's so much better. Oh, finally. I've finally done the thing that's been bothering me for literally the entire campaign.
What?
Scratching your
What?
face.
I changed Veltek's border to match yours.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
How dare you?
Yeah, your gray border gone. This is a new campaign. You're a new man.
You filthy hell. Am I?
I'm a
I'm still
I'm a
healing the
goblin.
sick and downtrodden.